guys, it's your best friend Dylan Brown. How's it going? I've been wanting to make this video for a really long time, and I finally have the platform to do it, so let's just get right into it. A couple years ago, if you remember, there was this tag, or whatever you want to call it, on YouTube called It Gets Better, and it was a bunch of like celebrities and YouTubers and just random people just making videos, just talking about life. And I wanted to make an It Gets Better video because I feel like I have a lot to say on the topic. For those of you who don't know, I am gay. I've always known I was, pretty much since I was like 5, I've known, because my very first crush was on Johnny Bravo, so that's a real story about my life. Growing up, I didn't know exactly what it was. I just knew that I was different from most kids. In kindergarten, you notice like all the girls they just kind of, cling to girls, and all the boys kind of cling to boys, but I always just kind of gravitated? Is that a word? I gravitated more towards girls. The guys just made me very uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what it was, but something about guys just, they made me very uncomfortable. Like, I could not relate to them. Like, I related more to girls than guys. And so all my friends growing up were always girls. I didn't actually have any guy friends really until I got into high school. I just always made friends with girls. I always did more like girly things. Like, me and my sister always played dress up or played house and things like that. It wasn't that I felt ashamed of it, I just felt very uncomfortable. Like, I knew that, like, boys were supposed to be friends with boys and girls were supposed to be friends with girls. So, I never, like, really brought any friends over. I never had any sleepovers growing up, just because I didn't know how to tell my family that all my friends were girls, I guess. But I never really noticed any issues with being gay until I got into middle school. I was bullied in middle school. 7th grade was fine. I loved 7th grade. I was like, oh, this is great. Middle school is so fun. We got lockers and we go to different classes and this is so fun. And then in 8th grade, things got kind of bad. People just started being really mean. I was never openly gay. Like, I always denied it. I always kind of tried to avoid the subject. I was bullied in middle school. I've been called every homosexual slur in the book, and I didn't really get why. Like, I didn't understand what I did wrong. I was a really nice kid growing up, at least at school, and I just wanted to be nice to everyone, and I tried to get along with everyone, but just people were mean to me. It was just a really weird time for me. I had a lot of really close friends that were just very wishy-washy and back and forth, and now I realize weren't good friends to me at all. Just because, middle school, like, everyone just wants to be popular and everyone just wants to be accepted by everyone. So the fact that they noticed that I wasn't always accepted, it made my relationships with people in middle school very sticky. And I realize now I've just got very weird, like, anxiety about trusting people and, like, making new friends and caring about people too much because of that experience in middle school. It got to the point in middle school where I literally was just I was just afraid for my life to go to school, and I just got to the point where I woke up every morning and I just dreaded going to school because I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I just felt very trapped. And I'm one of those people, I'm like a people pleaser. And I don't like when the people I care about are sad, so I never told anyone in my family or anything what was going on, because I didn't want to see anyone get upset by what was happening to me, so I just kind of internalized it and I kept it to myself. I never really considered suicide, I don't think. There was a point when I very vividly remember, there was a point when the bullying had gotten so bad that I almost wanted to talk to the principal and I wanted him to make an announcement to the school that I had committed suicide, just to see how these kids reacted, to see if anyone would miss me, to see if anyone felt bad for the way they treated me. And it was just a very, very dark time for me. I was a very angry kid. Middle school was really rough. Like, I cried myself to sleep so many nights because I was just so afraid of what was going to happen to me. And towards the end of middle school and, you know, going into the summer before freshman year of high school, I was so scared to go to high school because I was like, if middle school is this bad, like, high school is only going to be worse. Like, I need to be homeschooled, and I wanted so badly to be homeschooled. And then I got to high school, and literally that was one of the best things to happen to me, really. I just found this community in theater that really just embraced me and loved me and accepted me for who I am, and it felt really great. It wasn't really until the senior year of my high school career that I started to slowly but surely come out to my friends, and then eventually, after I had graduated, kind of made this statement to the world via Facebook about my sexual orientation. And the reason why I came out was because my father had said some things to me about my lifestyle that had really shooken me up. Truth be told, if anything, I thought the day I came out, which of course I thought, me being the dramatic queen that I am, I thought it was going to be this big grandiose thing where I just like make this big announcement to the world, and it didn't really happen like that. And I kind of always assumed that if anything, my dad and my stepmom would be the ones that were super cool about it, and I was really afraid that my mom and my stepdad were going to be the ones that were kind of not accepting of it. And as it turns out, it was very much the opposite. My dad had said some very awful things to me about my life, and just nasty things like, I know you're gay, but if you're going to be gay, keep it to yourself, at least till you move away. And it was just really nasty, awful things that he had said to me over Facebook messages, which made it even worse. And instead of being heartbroken and devastated that my dad felt that way, that made me really become proud of who I am, because I was almost like, you know what, if you don't like it, here's my middle finger. I'm going to tell the whole world just to rub it in your face, because I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed that I like boys, because boys are great. So I kind of just, like, you know, put it out there. I kind of just put it out there to the universe that I am, in fact, gay. And it was just a very overwhelmingly great response of people. I'm really blessed to have a lot of great people in my life, even acquaintances that are just very supportive of every single thing I do. So I am very lucky to say I've got such a great support system behind me. And I know not everyone is as lucky as I am. And the moral of all this gibberish today is that I want to tell anyone, whether they be little kindergartners who are confused about what's going on in their brains, or even, 30-year-old closeted men who are married and have kids, that it's okay to be gay. It's 2014. It's okay to be gay. And I know things are hard right now, and especially to those kids in middle school who are just being mercilessly bullied to the point where they just want to end it. Life is so beautiful, and there's so much to live for, and you just have to realize that it does get better. Like, everyone says that, and it seems like such a slogan, and it's such like a campaign, but it's true. Like, if I could go back and talk to my middle school self who was just on the edge, I would look myself in the eye and say, you know what? This is really hard right now, but you're going to get through it, and it gets better. It really, really gets better. I promise you it gets better. And I just want everyone to know that no matter how hard things are for you, even if it's not even about being gay, just the rough things that happen in life, it does get better. I promise you it gets better. And just never give up. Never give in. Never let those bullies win. You are worth it. You are meant to be on this earth. You are put on this earth because you are meant to be here. So you need to live every moment of your life. And just remember that there are people out there that love you. For every one hater you've got a million people that love you and support you. So just remember that things do get better. No matter how hard your situation is, it gets better. I promise it gets better. Never give up. Never think that suicide is an option, because you may think that the world is down on you and the world hates you, but there are so many people that care about you and that love you and want you to be happy. And you deserve to be happy. You deserve every moment of happiness that life has to offer you. Even if you feel like you don't have anyone, I'm here. I'm here for anyone who feels like they don't have anyone. Leave a comment. Let's start a discussion. I have met so many great people through the internet, and I've made so many friends online. Like, if you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to me. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all soon.